Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the weekly transmission of this YouTube Live Earth Angels Unite. I'm so happy to be here with you today. And I'm just asking the angels of technology to take care of the sound and the video and the strong transmission, broadband strength, and all of the tech pieces. So thank you, angels, for taking care of that. Conscious receiving is a gift that you give to yourself, and receiving is a practice. And so my mission, my job is to help you receive love from the angels, your angels, and really to gather earth angels together, right? And so some of us are, it's interesting because I'm hearing the angels saying to wake up, and but not only to wake up. Yeah. So some of us are in the waking up stage. Some of us are in the spreading our wings stage. Some of us are in the shining our light stage, coming out of hiding. And really doing this by healing the pain, healing the trauma, healing the wounds, the issues in the tissues. So when we gather together, welcome. If you want, you can say hi on the chat. And I hope you can hear me well. Good morning, Lauren. Thank you so much. When we gather together, we're more powerful, right? My teacher always used to say, when two or more are gathered, there I am, right? The I am presence. And so, and I just think about it like this: the more of us that are there, the more angels, right? Because you're bringing your team of angels. And so, for those of you who are new to my work, my name is Jill Kempner. I'm an angel coach and author of my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels: 4 Practices to Heal Your Pain with Angel Love. And, as an angel coach, what I help my clients to do is to heal their bodies and any pain they're experiencing, whether that's physical or emotional pain, with the love of the angels, and using and connecting with the practices in my book. I want to welcome everyone who is going to be here live today, all those who are connecting with the replay, and as many times as you do. I really feel every time I say that, the angels are like, trust, trust, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I know that can be hard when all the things are coming up. I welcome also a circle of empowerment to surround you. So you personally, and then hi, Dina, namaste. And that circle of empowerment of your angels and ancestors and guides and ascended masters and all those divine beings of source light, to surround each of you, and then to surround our whole transmission. Happy lunar eclipse, happy full moon lunar eclipse. Oh my gosh, has it been a really interesting ride? I knew what I was in for on Saturday when I found my father's journals, going through my mom's stuff, space clearing. Many of you know my mom passed away in July, and it's been a very, very tender, vulnerable, raw time. And I'm so grateful for all the prayers and love. So thank you. And finding these journals, it just basically tore me open. And I was like, oh, this is all the things, right, that the eclipse brings up, that the full moon brings up, these spaces and places within me that were hidden. Discovering this, my 11-year-old. I wrote a little bit about this on my newsletter. So if you're not signed up for my newsletter, you can go to jillkempnerhealing.com, and at the bottom of every page, you can sign up for my newsletter. I just wrote a short piece. I used to write a blog, and I'm sort of transitioning into the weekly transmissions, sort of taking place of my written blogs, but we'll see. So anyway, I wrote a short piece and shared that, finding my father's journals and seeing his intentions, and a lot of dates and things kind of clicking into place. It was just really, really emotional for me, and really to help me tune into that part of myself, the 11-year-old who experienced the trauma of losing her father, and in such a tragic and traumatic way, and really helping her to heal, right? Really helping her to receive love from my angels. So, yeah, in these transmissions, my goal is to share teachings from my book, and angel meditations and activations to support you in healing your pain, right? Whether that pain is physical or emotional. In my book, I talk a lot about physical pain, and healing the issues in the tissues, so that you can trust your intuition, so that you can cherish your body to the next level, and receive angelic pain relief. And right now, the definition of angelic pain relief, I know this is going to evolve. I know this is going to continue, this is a continuing conversation, is allowing yourself to receive the love of the angels, the compassion of the angels, the benevolence of the divine. And it's kind of that simple. So it's like, that's all it is, but it's that and so much more. So again, if you're here live, go ahead and say hi, welcome. And so we are there's multiple astrological alignments that we're feeling as sensitive souls. But right now we're in that full moon cycle. And today, right now, is the peak of the full moon lunar eclipse. And full moons are bright, right? It's that big, light in the sky illuminating our wounds and also in our pain, right? And illuminating also our gifts, our talents, our blessings. You know what the angels just said? This is so perfect. They said illuminating us, illuminating your angels, right? Your team of angels and ancestors and guides. Like, that's the portal that opens, right? That we can tune in even on a deeper level. And they're saying on a clearer level to their love, to their medicine, to their healing. So thank you for that download, angels. Full moons, again, are there a time of illumination, of celebration, right? Because we're celebrating from the new moon to the full moon, all the seeds that we planted and how that has grown, how that has blossomed. And then also there's a time of culmination, right? And there can be like endings, right? Endings at the full moon. And what the angels are reminding you of is it can be this ending of this pattern that you're struggling with, this ending of this wound that you've maybe been carrying for a really long time. So that's another one of the gifts and blessings of the full moon. And then, of course, for us, really for everyone, right? Because everyone has intuition. We're all blessed with those intuitive channels. Source wouldn't leave us without the divine connection. But as earth angels, as sensitive souls, as empaths, our intuition is like so amplified, so heightened, so increased. And so we really, really, really want to trust the divine downloads that are coming through, the insights. Trust it all, right? Trust what do I always say in my meditations? Trust what you see, feel, hear, know, sense, and smell in this sacred moment in time. And it's just, our intuition is really heightened. And then when we add the eclipse in, right? What was previously eclipsed or hidden from your consciousness is now brought to the surface. Now, when I was talking about my 11-year-old, it's not like I didn't know that my 11-year-old suffered, because for sure she did. And I sort of felt like I had already healed this wound of blaming myself for my dad's death, and or taking some of the blame. I mean, I didn't do it, but of course, feeling like I could have stopped it. That was the feeling. I could have stopped it somehow. I could have changed the trajectory of that event had I said this, done this, blah, 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 been there, essentially. And what a burden to carry. And so although it was painful and uncomfortable, I was grateful to realize that wound was still in there and that it needed to come to the surface, and that I don't need to carry that anymore. And, my teacher said something. I'm taking multiple different courses and in a priestess leadership training. And one of the things that she said is, well, that's what children do. Children blame. And I thought it was just she said it with such compassion. And I was like, oh yeah, like, of course, right? My inner child is blaming herself. And sort of just, it created a sense of detachment from the pain of that. So anyway, I hope that's helpful to hear that. And really, those eclipses bringing to light what was hidden. And now one of the things the angels were saying when I was tuning into this, and I think I wrote this yesterday too, it's not only the hidden dark pain stuff, right? Like, oh my God, this wound, this burden, this pain, but also our hidden light, our hidden gifts, our hidden medicine, our hidden talents. That's also surfacing. And so as painful as it was to remember, right? I had to sort of remember what she went through and remember it was like, oh, it was like, oh my gosh, like look at how resourced I am now. Look at who I am now. And that's going to make me cry. um, and I say that with such, humility. So hello, welcome. Oh, hey, Meredith, good to see you. Welcome. All right. So, all the feels, right? All the feels. So what I've been sharing, and it was interesting because I was really like, are you sure you want me to share reason number 3? Are you sure there's not something else? And so I wanted to weave in sort of what I'm going through personally as well, because I know it's all part of it. And so we are going to talk about reason number 3. And I wanted to name all the reasons, right? So what we've been talking about is setting the foundation in these first couple of YouTube lives around why we want to receive love from the angels, right? My book is called Receiving from Your Angels, right? And so I'm like, well, why do you want to receive love from the angels? And reason number 1 is to reclaim your magnificence. And really that's all about, shining your light and healing the wounds, healing the low self-worth, the low self-esteem that blocks us from sharing that. Last week we talked about experiencing peace, wholeness, and connection. And that connection between your body and your soul, and that connection between you and the angels, right? You and the divine, and how that brings us such a sense of peace, such a sense of wholeness. And I'm hearing the angels say belonging, which I love. Today we're going to be talking about reason number 3 is self-knowledge. And then reason number 4 is to heal pain. And we'll probably be talking about that next week, unless the angels nudge me in a different way. So I'm trusting them as we go. So those are, and I'm sure within those sort of 4 reasons, there's more. So I want you, what I'm hearing the angels say really clearly is like, you tune into why you want to receive love from the angels. It might be maybe there's a very specific issue or pain or wound that you're working on. And I want you to honor that. So really, understanding why you want to receive love from the angels increases your ability to receive their love. The why, and really owning that, honing that, tuning into that for yourself. And so reason number 3 is self-knowledge, and just love the medicine that comes through with this wisdom. And actually, my oracle card today, one of my oracle cards today, Archangel Mallory, was like, remember who you are. And I thought that's another part of this, right? I mean, that's sort of, it's this reclaiming your magnificent, like, self-knowledge is similar to the reclaiming your magnificence. So knowing thyself provides a framework of self-discovery that helps you share more of yourself, more of your gifts, more of your light, more of you. And, this is about, self-knowledge. And what the angels say is, know thyself. What they're saying is love thyself, right? So it's kind of up leveling it a little bit. And this is about being of, when you know yourself, you can be of greater service to others. Partly how is that you understand yourself. You have a deeper sense of understanding. You have a deeper level of compassion. And that's what we bring to the table, right? This understanding, this compassion, even if we don't say a word, even if it's just the presence that we bring. And sometimes that is what it is, right? Just our presence, ourselves. And so, one of the things I mentioned in my book is, you can only take somebody, right, as far as you've taken yourself. And so this is why the self-discovery, this for me has been one of my big reasons for why I want to receive love from angels, because I want to love and know myself, why I got into astrology, why I got into Reiki and IET and the angels and all the things, right? The angel card is like, I want to understand myself on a deeper level. And I know that the more, and this is the same thing, right? When we understand ourselves, then we can have this beautiful, compassionate understanding for others. And that's how we shine our light. So I hope that makes sense, because that's what the angels really wanted to highlight today. Right. And remember that, your angels already love all of you, right? They know and love all of you. They know your lessons that you came here to learn. They know your gifts. They know your pain. They know your shadow, right? All the shadowy parts that want to hide, that we want to ignore. They know and love all of you. And that's just so beautiful. It's such a gift. And it's like, I know I say that all the time, because we need to be reminded over and over and over again. And this is the thing, right? We're afraid of that. Our ego, the ego is afraid of seeing itself, is afraid of seeing the shadow, and I think there's a fear when I was tuning into this, like, it's a fear that if we see the shadow, it'll grow. If we see the shadow, it's going to take over us, and we're going to be judged for it. Like, oh my God, that's the hugest, like, for me, that's a stumbling block for why I wouldn't share something, why I wouldn't, it's like, I'm afraid to be judged. But the truth is, if I'm afraid to be judged, there's something inside of me that's judging myself around that pain or wound. And I was like, should I mention this? So I have a little head cold, and I was like, not, feeling good this morning, and it's sort of at the end of it, but I was like, oh my gosh, and I have to go live. And for some reason, had like colds and bring up judgment and shame for me. And I know some of what it's connected with, but it was just like, oh my gosh, it was really, really intense this morning. I'm like, okay, this is like a full moon. Like, I'm having multiple levels of cleansing right now. And asked some of my groups and some of my friends for prayers, and of course already feel better. And so I just have so much compassion for the fear of being judged, and how harsh we can be on ourselves. So really the angels encouraging, as part of this practice of self-knowledge, encouraging self-love, encouraging self-acceptance, encouraging self-compassion, right? This is the work, this is the medicine. And receiving love from your angels, it's about loving and accepting your whole amazing self, right? It's loving and accepting the light. It's loving and accepting the shadow and the wound. And this is the work of the earth angel, right? This is the work of the priestess, of the light worker, of the medicine woman or man, whatever you call yourself, right? And what I love is that all of this self-love raises the vibration of the planet. And that's what we have to believe that, right? We have to trust that. And self-love isn't selfish. Self-love is a gift. And it's like, remember, know thyself, love thyself. That's what the angels are saying. Love thyself. Love these parts that are in pain. Love these parts that are wounded. Love these parts that are traumatized. And one of the things the angels are saying, right, is like seeing yourself. This is actually connected with the angel cards. So I want to show you the angel cards today. So I was like, I asked the question, how is it that you are loving and accepting yourself more, right? During the full moon eclipse. And so we got the first card. I pulled two cards. The first card is Guardian Angel, which is from Kyle Gray's deck. And it's the Guardian Angel deck, right? So the Guardian Angel message is ask your guardian angels for help. Ask. This is from the Angel Guide deck by Kyle Gray. I call this the Guardian Angel deck just personally. That's how it feels to me. And so this is about asking your guardian angels to help you. It's like, put the glasses of your guardian angels on and see yourself, your wounded parts, your painful parts, your stressed parts, your afraid parts through their eyes. And just that alone will create the transformation that you're looking for. And it's a practice, it's a skill that you can develop. And then we got Archangel Jeremiah, who, when I was tuning into creating this meditation and downloading some of the notes for this, like, Jeremiah came through so powerfully. So Archangel Jeremiah, learn from your challenges, relax, and trust. So I love that Jeremiah is here. He's the angel of mercy. He will definitely be coming into our beautiful meditation in just a moment. And Jeremiah, the message is, you're safe to relax, release and receive the angel's love, that no matter what depth of the wound there is. One of the things I talk about in my book is, right, the depth of the pain that you feel is the depth of the peace that you can create, that you can feel, that you can align with. And so Jeremiah in my book is the angel of receiving. Actually, he's actually the angel who helps you to receive after you've released, which is really beautiful. And so he's just coming with his beautiful energy of mercy and forgiveness and compassion to soothe that, to be a balm on that wound, whatever it is for you today. And so we're going to go into a short meditation. So let's see if there's angels are saying anything else. So yeah, they're just reminding you, right? Like, as an earth angel, right? Your mission is you are here to embody the benevolence of the divine, to walk with an awareness of your energy body, and to be a channel of unconditional love. And I am not saying that any of these things are easy to do. Maybe simple, the simplicity of it is like, that's it. But not always easy. So that's why we need the energy of gentleness and mercy and compassion to support us as we move through some of the darkness and the dark night of the soul, and those dark parts that can be brought up through the eclipse. So thank you, angels. So go ahead and close your eyes. And imagine that you have, tuning into your breath, just take a few cleansing breaths in and out. And imagining that you have a feather right underneath your nose, and it's not going to make you sneeze. It's not tickling you. And when you breathe in and out through your nose, you're going to do that so gently that you don't disturb the feather. So feel how this breath begins to calm your mind. This is the feather breath. And you can have the feather far enough away that I know I have a part, like a little inner child part, like it's going to tickle my nose. And just let this gentle, slow, soft breath calm your mind and calm your nerves. And we welcome again that circle of empowerment. Your angels and guardian angels. We welcome Archangel Michael. We welcome Archangel Jeremiah, the angels of mercy, the angels of compassion, the angels of self-knowledge. Gentle breaths, soft breaths. Consciously soothing your mind and your nerves. So I feel your guardian angels at your shoulders, just lightly touching the tops of your shoulders and just inviting your body to soften. As you feel the connection from the crown of your head to your heart, and from your heart to your roots. And these beautiful energetic roots, like roots of a tree, flowing through your legs, out of the soles of your feet, through your earth star chakra, all the way to the heart of the earth. And as your roots go through the layers of rock, soil, and sediment, they know the crystals, the plant medicine, they know the ancestor medicine that can support you today. And if you're guided to, you can connect your roots with everyone here live and all those connecting with the replay. This is a joyful, empowered, co-creative connection. There's no codependency, there's no rescuing, there's no absorbing anyone's energy. And feel the support below. So, in order to rise, we need to root. So, we root to rise. And your guardian angels. So, there's one at your shoulders, just like relaxing the tension from your back, your neck, your shoulders. It's like melting. Just relaxing physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, karmically. And then I see a guardian angel at your ears, at the ear chakras. And so just letting go of any tension in your body, in your belly, in your emotions, tension in your mind, as we welcome space for grace. And your guardian angels are just creating space. So I feel the angels of spaciousness here and creating space for the parts that the full moon are illuminating, the parts that the eclipse is um, unveiling. And the angels are saying it's okay to take up space, take up more space. So as soon as I said that, I see your aura expanding in the room. Archangel Jeremiah coming in, and he has an eggplant purple light, and then Archangel Michael with his royal blue light. And they're just empowering your aura with their medicine. Jeremiah brings also the medicine of all as well. So I feel him placing that into the layers of your aura, all is well. And not in a spiritually bypassing way, but in a highest truth way. So just breathe. As we welcome La Luna, the light of the moon, the full moon illuminating that part. And what I'm really feeling today is just like it's just an acknowledgement. We're not fixing it. We're not changing it. We're not getting rid of it. Of course, we can't get rid of it anyway. But it's just the part that needs to be seen and that needs to be acknowledged. You can let that part come into your heart. And then I also see the full moon lighting up your energy body. So it's like moon bathing is what I'm seeing. So this beautiful moon, the spotlight of the moon, the illumination of the moon, cleansing your aura along with Jeremiah's energy of all is well and his eggplant light, and along with Archangel Michael's royal blue and this like remember who you are, right? A loving, creative, powerful child of God, of source. And the chakras. So what I'm seeing is, let me see, Michael in front of you, aligning. So he's like lighting up in his energy body and his chakras and just bringing your chakras in alignment with his chakras. And the same thing happening behind you with Jeremiah. So it's like Jeremiah is cleansing the past. And Archangel Michael he's doing two things. He's blessing the future and also bringing you like really deeply into the present moment, which is amazing right now. So let your energy body, it's like an energy body upgrade. If you can allow this, right, we can have parts that can resist that, and that's okay. I feel like the angels of acceptance are here, just like clearing out the resistance to aligning your energy body, your roots, your parts, your chakras and your aura with Archangel Michael and Archangel Jeremiah's energy body, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, have so much compassion for you. And so Jeremiah, Archangel Michael holding the lapis lazuli, right? That royal blue, and that lapis lazuli it's royal blue, but it has those specks of gold in it. And he's bringing that crystal and placing it into your heart and your third eye. right? And this is empowering your heart to open wider. And the angels bringing your hands to your heart and just welcoming. I am devoted to receiving acceptance and love from my angels. And just let your heart open to their love and receive how much your angels and guardian angels love you, how much they're devoted to you. And so we welcome the medicine of lapis lazuli, this crystal that is about self-knowledge. And we ask that it illuminate the part that needs the most healing. The part that they're saying that is holding you back from sharing more of your medicine, more of your light, more of your gifts and talents. And they're really saying this part isn't bad. It just needs healing. So we welcome the medicine of the eclipse, the power. It's like riding the wave of the eclipse. What shadow is being revealed to me? It's safe to ask this with your guardian angels here. What shadow is being revealed? Yes, what is one of my gifts that is being revealed? Ooh, wow. What is the gift that is being revealed? It's safe to ask this. We use and tap into the power and support of the group and of all the angels here. And we welcome, what is the deeper meaning to this pain, this wound, this issue in the tissue? What lesson am I learning, right? Learn from your challenges. It's okay to learn from the mistakes, learn from the challenges, learn from the difficulties. Your guardian angels, it's like your guardian angels are illuminate. They know this part that needs healing, and and your willingness to bring it to your conscious mind is all you need. And then we welcome a release, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, karmic, financial, energetic release of this wound, of this karma. And we don't have to control this. We don't even really have to know. We ask that we want to know, but at the same time, like knowing from a heart space, not a logical space. Knowing, it's like that knowing in your heart. And so as you release that wound, the pain of that, we welcome the 3 safety nets of releasing, cushions of comfort, no rushing. And you're not going to have to feel it all. Just a tiny little bit of it as it releases. So your body may twitch and shudder, your emotions may rise and fall. It's all perfect. And know that as you release, you're receiving. So we welcome your next level of receiving angelic pain relief, the compassion of the angels. Let yourself receive that, the love of the angels, the benevolence of the angels, the acceptance of the angels. So just receive their love. You're releasing and receiving at the same time. Archangel Jeremiah holding your heart with such tenderness, such compassion, such mercy for whatever is being revealed for you, that it's perfect. And trust what you see, feel, hear, know, sense, and smell in this sacred moment in time. And feel your guardian angel speaking to this part, that this wound that's healing. And it also, again, this might be what's revealed for you is one of your gifts. And it might be at the same time. You might be seeing a gift and the wound at the same time, and that's perfect. So feel your angels creating all this space for you to be loved, to be seen, to be acknowledged. And here's what the angels are reminding you. When you love this part, you can love the other that has that same part. And you can then help them love that part. So it's not about loving the part in someone else. It's loving it within yourself, nurturing it, caring for it, supporting it. So just take another few breaths as you continue to receive your guardian angel's love and mercy, compassion, and acceptance. And again, we welcome the angels of self-knowledge. As you sink back down to your energetic root, see and feel and what I'm seeing is like how much sort of thicker and stronger your roots are. It's like they're more connected to your body and energy body. So, when you inhale, draw your roots back from the collective. And when you exhale, send your roots back down to the center of the earth. And let's bless Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you. We love you. We bless you. We see you. We're so grateful for your love, your abundance, your support, your compassion, your benevolence. And let us know how we can love and support you more. Thank you. And so we bring our hands to prayer mudra. We bow to each other. We ask that all the healing that we receive today be shared with all our relations in all directions of time. And really trust that your angels are bowing to you with love and compassion, with deep, deep, deep devotion. As we seal our meditation with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. Okay, that was awesome. I loved that energy body upgrade and alignment with Archangel Michael and Archangel Jeremiah. I'm so glad they brought that in. Like I said, I write little notes, but then I want to just leave it open to spirit. And so that was amazing. Thank you for those of you who are able to be here live. Thank you for those connecting with the replay. I know we're all here together. And I really, oh my gosh, my energy body feels so good right now. Now all that's got to go to my physical body. Yay, that's the blessing. Okay, so a couple invitations. I will be here next week. I plan to be here. Magic Chamber, Pac. Hi, Pac. You're welcome. So good to see you. I love your name. Meredith, yes. Thank you for the reminder of simplicity, because it's not always easy. Yes. Thank you for the angels reminding me. I will be here next week, November 15th, for another weekly transmission. And, feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel, share this video on your page, or maybe with just one friend. Again, I know I was talking about it can feel sort of vulnerable and tender to be like, oh, I'm into the angels. And because I know, some people still think it's a little weird or woo woo, and that's fine. I love that Colette Baron Reed calls it the woo crew, right? Like it's totally the wooniverse, right? The woo woo. So embracing that, but I know it can be like sort of vulnerable. So if you're guided, you can even just share it with one friend. And then I will be an Infinity Foundation for the Communicating with Your Angels class. It's actually going to be all about clairaudience. So it's like, what is clairaudience? What's the shadow of clairaudience? It's clearing the shadow of clairaudience so that you can hear your angels. My goal is that you leave one person. That my goal with all my work is that you come in one person and you leave transformed. And we're really going to focus on the practices that can help you to open up and really discern between the voice of your ego and the voice of your angels. And so I'm really excited. It's going to be, it's just going to be so much fun. And then we're going to meditate with our angels, which is always so wonderful together, to open up all of our clairs, right? So we can harmonize the 5 clairs. So when we receive that message, it's coming through all of our channels equally, and we can really trust it and take action on it. So anyway, excited about that offering. And there's a lot of wonderful, cool offerings coming up. So if you go to my website, all of the rest of the year of my offerings, the virtual angelic relief, the November one is going to be about releasing the poison of self-doubt, which has come up a lot for me this month, doubting myself and my medicine and everything. Oh my gosh. So definitely getting a activation around that and next level of trust. on November 19th. And you can find all of that on my website. I love you all. Woo is what we need more than ever. Yes. So thank you for being here live. It was so good to see everybody. Thank you for those connecting with the replay, and I will see you soon. All right. Bye. Have a wonderful full moon lunar eclipse. Remember to connect with your angels and ask for their help. All right. Love you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Namaste.